From the Wayne County Courthouse in Goldsboro, North Carolina, Wayne Goldsboro Television brings you the meeting of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners. The meeting begins shortly with an agenda briefing, then the regular meeting will begin soon after. Please stand by for the Wayne County Board of Commissioners meeting.
Good morning again. Let's start discussing the agenda and start now. Let's have to call it to order. Indication, Mr. Mayor, you said you've got somebody coming in this morning.
Yes.
Indication, and you'll do the pledge, correct? We got some retirement plaques. Is somebody coming from DSS on that first one?
I think so. You have Debbie coming. Who? Stephen.
Oh, Stephen, yeah. How about the next one, the health department? Oh. Yeah. Okay, then we'll have service pens,
Right.
and you'll take care of that, I'm sure, Mr.
Yeah,
Wood.
that's right.
Do we have any appointments this morning?
We have two.
Two? Okay, thank you. After that, we'll have public comment section at 9:15. Do we have anybody signed up yet? That's okay. All right, there's probably floating out there in the street like the rest of us were this morning. And then on unfinished business, you want to discuss that, Mr. Wood?
Yeah, unfinished business. As y'all recall, we had selected Stuart Cooper Newell to be the architects on the 911 center. Y'all had authorized me to negotiate a contract. And while I don't have the contract in hand, I have all of the terms and conditions we've agreed to. And so what I'm asking is that you authorize us to enter into this subject to the language being approved by the county attorney and myself. So we'll take one more look at it once they bring us the contract. But it's a standard AIA contract form, so it's really kind of fill in the blank type stuff.
Okay.
And I'll go into more detail on it at the 9 o'clock meeting.
All right, in the consent agenda, do we have much on this present use phase?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
I was asking that no present use phase, anything out of the ordinary there?
Oh, no, sir. It's just one of them, and it met all the conditions, so we'd recommend approval there.
Okay.
Now, on adjustments to the agenda, we do have one thing we'd like to walk on, and Marcia has given that out to you. And what that is this is an intergovernmental agency agreement between us and the town of Fremont. And if y'all recall, you approved the $70,000 Eastern Region loan to them. So this is just the standard contract there. We're going to have a 72-month term. It'll be for $70,000. They'll make quarterly payments beginning May 1, 2016. It is a limited obligation bond, or a limited obligation of the local government unit. It's not a bond, excuse me. And they will have to get LGC approval. Barbara checked that, and that shouldn't be a problem. So I think if you adopt this, everything should be ready to go with that.
Yes, sir.
So we will have to act on this today.
We prefer that you do that because
Okay.
she's in a
Is
hurry.
Fremont aware that we're gonna act on this today?
Yes.
Okay, all
Yes,
right.
and in fact, they are asking that you do so because
Okay.
she needs to move forward as quickly as possible because y'all know this is a sewer issue for them and they need to get it fixed.
Yes, sir.
I have a question. I was under the impression when we went with 59 months.
That was for us,
Okay, are we doing the 59 months for them?
72,
That's why they got to go to the
Yeah.
LGC.
yeah.
Okay, because the original agreement was 59 months you didn't, but it would be a good.
Well, they would have had to anyway.
Oh.
They had to go anyway.
Okay, because
And so
of
with
those
that-
reasons. Okay.
Right.
All right, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, unfinished
Unfinished
business as number 2.
Are there any more adjustments?
We will need a closed session,
Okay.
but that's already on the agenda.
We may be able to get that done before 9 o'clock, I imagine.
Okay, thank you.
Do we need to talk about the budget amendments and the consent agenda?
I briefly if you'd like.
if you would.
We have a budget amendment for the sheriff's office for $20,344. This is to move some salary money back to the concealed weapons line item. A budget amendment for DSS, $10,491. This is to appropriate monies for additional wireless service that's related to the Northwood project. The sheriff's office for $6,955, and this is to anticipate appropriating concealed weapons and fingerprinting tools. A budget amendment for the library, $44,050. This is a Smart Start grant that was received that will go towards the childhood literacy initiative. Budget amendment for the sheriff's office, $20,000 to allocate monies for some vehicles that were totaled. And then the final one for the library, $12,067. This is to anticipate appropriate additional state aid grant monies.
So that's good news. The state came through with more state aid money that they dispersed to all of the libraries. So as you can see, we're putting the bulk of it into library materials because that's usually where the budget is short. Let me back up a minute on the $44,050 for the library. This is not going to cost the county anything. This is a grant that Donna's been pursuing. She's working with the Partnership for Children and also the Board of Education on this. And this is an initiative to get every child ready to read. So it's really trying to make sure that kids pre-K are getting, are communicated to and those types of things so that their skills, their verbal skills and everything are where they ought to be before they go into kindergarten. So that's a real precursor to reading is what they found.
Donna needs to be committed for finding the money.
She's working with Dr. Taylor and a group on doing that. But again, this is no county money. This is a grant.
Do you know where's the activity gonna be at? Is that?
I'm not 100% sure. Donna's, it's gonna be a lot of outreach actually, and we're trying to work with the Board of Education on that. The Housing Authority may have some locations, their community centers in the housing authorities. We may be trying to use those. But what we agreed to was that it will start out being with the library, and then if the program matures and the funding is there, then we would gradually move it over to the Board of Education, which is what happened in another place she's modeling after it, which is Southern Pines in Moore County. Started out in the Southern Pines Library. They have a town library, and then it's now migrated over to the Moore County Board of Education. So it's kind of a pilot program. We'll see how it does, and again, see if the money is self-sustaining. But right now, it's a grant.
Kind of new business. We got Paula Edwards coming over.
Yes.
And after that, your comments and ours, and we're gonna have a work session. And Chip is here for that, I think.
That's right. I think I'd wait.
I think I'd wait till.
Just to read it.
All right, and is there anything else to be added to it?
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Okay, then we've got plenty of time to take care of our closed session, to go in closed session. For what reason, Mr. Ford?
To consult with attorney to preserve the attorney-client privilege.
Do we have a motion to go to closed session? All in favor, raise your right hand.